This what y'all been waiting for? You ready? This is the next hottest thing, peach cobbler pudding. For those that can't stand bananas or like the sogginess of bananas, or some people that just love peach cobbler, this one is for you. Now it's time to make it. This is what you're gonna need. Let's get these peaches in a hot pan. Now this makes a nice sized batch of peach cobbler pudding. So for this I use 3 cans of peaches, 1 with juice and 2 without juice. The peaches will render their own juices. You do not need all that juice in your peaches. Now this vanilla bean gel from Bitsy Cakes have me in a chokehold, y'all. Do you hear me? It is so good. Add that in, then add some nutmeg in. If you don't have vanilla bean gel, you can use vanilla extract. Then come in with everyone's favorite ground cinnamon. Be a little heavy-handed, it's okay. It's gonna taste good, baby. Now that I got all the accents in there, it's time to add the best part. That's sugar. Added some brown sugar and some white sugar. Yes, that much sugar. If you want this to be healthy, take everything out besides the peaches. That's all I got for you. Like y'all best friend, Mr. Make It Happen says, we here for a good time, not a long time. So baby, I'm gonna eat it. But no, seriously, if you don't like that much sugar, you can adjust this to your preference. I left all the ingredients for this and the measurements in the description box below, so use it at your discretion. We're gonna cook these peaches down for about 5 to 10 minutes so they get nice and soft like me. And then we're gonna transfer them to a separate bowl and let them cool for at least, and I mean at least 3 hours, y'all. You have to be patient. You don't want hot pudding with hot peaches. Now it's time for the pudding part. For this one, I made homemade pudding, y'all. I know if y'all seen my banana pudding recipe, I use box pudding for that, but for this, I use homemade pudding. I tested it both ways, and the homemade pudding just tastes 10 times better. For the homemade pudding, I got some whole milk. Yes, I said whole milk in a large mixing bowl or in a large measuring cup, whichever's easiest for you. Then I got 4 large egg yolks. 4 large egg yolks. Then I got some white sugar and some brown sugar. That is the key ingredient, the brown sugar. Regular homemade pudding don't call for brown sugar, but this one does, and that's what makes it taste so much better. Then, of course, some vanilla bean gel, and we got to add the cornstarch. The cornstarch is going to thicken this pudding, and we want this pudding to be thick like who? Like us. Now it's time to mix this up, and I mean mix it real good. It should start changing colors and get more of a brown, light-skinned brown color. You want it to be that color. That's how it's going to taste good. But keep mixing till the eggs, cornstarch, and everything, sugar is well incorporated before we put this in the pan. This is to make sure when you put it to the pan and it's nice and warm, nothing will start breaking apart. Now to a large non-stick saucepan, slowly add in your milk mixture and keep it on low heat. Yes, I said very, very low heat, okay? We want to make this low and slow. You do not want the eggs to curdle and cook, and you're going to be really mad if you mess this up. We've all been to DeVry YouTube University, so watch a video on how to make homemade pudding before you do this part if you're really not comfortable or confident you can do it well. Here, I'm just slowly mixing it so the eggs and the milk won't kind of sit at the bottom with the sugar and it won't start curdling on you because you do not want to curdle up pudding. I added a bit more cornstarch because it wasn't giving me that thick texture that I needed. And after a few minutes, it started to thicken up how I wanted it to. So I adjusted the ingredients in the caption below. So don't worry about it. Yours is going to be nice and thick like me. Okay? Just keep on whisking and trusting the process to get nice and thick. And when I mean nice and thick, baby, I mean nice and thick like me and just like this. Now that is the texture that we are looking for. Now, like I did with the peaches, add it to a bowl, pretty much on a large size so it can cool down quicker, and then put this in the fridge for at least 3 hours. Please wait and be patient. Once that gets in the fridge and we start getting a cool down, starts getting thickened up and getting room temperature or cold, it's time to start on my favorite part, which is the homemade whipped cream. Now, I know y'all know me, right? If one thing I'ma do, baby, is I'm gonna whip up some whipped cream real quick. Now, usually I use a stand mixer because it's way quicker than using a hand mixer, but for show, for people that don't have stand mixers, I want to show you guys doing it with a hand mixer. But baby, catch me with Big Birthday any other day of the week, okay? Now, we're gonna keep on mixing to get a little bit on a thick side, kind of like the pudding texture, but not all the way whipped cream, because I'm gonna add in the vanilla extract and some powdered sugar. The vanilla extract is for the flavor. If you have cream cheese elixir, I say use that instead because the baby is good. And then the powdered sugar is also going to help it thicken and kind of stay in a consistent manner. Because homemade whipped cream, even that canned stuff, melts pretty dang quick. But with that powdered sugar, it's going to stay thick. It's going to give it that sweetness without having the grainy pieces of granulated sugar in there. And baby, it's going to be good. Now we're gonna keep on mixing this till it get thick. We want it thick to where it's standing up on the mixer by itself. Now if I had my stand mixer, I would have been done by now. But the hand mixer takes a little bit more time because you gotta get all the cream incorporated into the middle and on the sides. But it's done when it looks like this. Now the fourth layer of this peach cobbler pudding trifle thingy are these Bordeaux, I think I'm saying that wrong or right, I'm not sure, caramel cookies. Baby, these things are way too good. Why y'all ain't tell me about these? Y'all been out here holding out, but crush them up real fine like me. And now it's time to start layering the entire peach cobbler pudding. You can use any kind of glass, jar, or bowl, or even the old school aluminum ways. These are my beautiful peaches, nice and cool. That syrup should be thick, but still a bit runny because we're gonna drizzle some of that on top of the peach cobbler pudding when we get finished, baby. Now, of course, you can layer this how you want to. And no, you don't have to use a piping bag. But y'all know I'm extra, y'all. I use a piping bag for everything. Anything I gotta pour, drizzle, I'm using a piping bag for. So first, I put down that cool pudding. You see how it thickened up nice and beautifully? That's how you want it to be. Then I lay down a heaping spoonful of the peaches. You can do this how you want to. I was doing this more so for presentation purposes so y'all can see all the layers. But baby, if you want to mix it all together, mix that thing all together then. Now we're going to add that homemade, yes, I said homemade whipped cream topping and make it a thick layer. You want everything to kind of be the same consistency all throughout. You don't want one layer thinner than the other layer. You want to taste everything all together. And when I tell you that whipped cream topping was like perfectly lightly sweet and it goes so well with the peaches and the sweet pudding. But now, here comes my favorite topping, those crumbled up cookies. Since I didn't actually make any kind of cobbler, I needed something crunchy to make it a cobbler type texture. And these cookies were perfect. They are made with like caramel sauce in it or something. I don't know what they put in them things, but y'all know that Pepperidge Farm gonna hit every single time. And yep, I got them on sale, 2 for $7. That might be a little expensive, but honestly, I feel like they are worth it because this peach cobbler pudding would not be it without them dang cookies on top, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, do not skip that part and do not replace them either. I know how we get and we start tweaking things to make it our own. I mean, look at the way banana pudding has changed so much over the years. So I know that this might be a staple on some tables real soon, but y'all might start tweaking it to make it y'all flavor and the way y'all want it, and that's okay. But them cookies are mandatory, okay? That's law. They got flavor to them, unlike the vanilla wafers that I swear is so good with banana pudding, and they are definitely worth the price and the crunchiness. So now that I got everything layered up, I'm gonna make it all cute, add a few more sprinkles of cookies on top, add some cute little peaches on top of it, add a little bit of drizzle, plate them up, and then put this in the fridge for at least a few more hours. So you might want to start making this now if you want it for tomorrow. And you got, boom, peach cobbler pudding. I know, we don't like experimenting on holidays, but baby, this honestly is worth every experiment. You're going to be invited back 3 more times. I love y'all. All right, bye.